And in Terrebonne Parish, they are feeling the effects of Hurricane Ida for a week after. It'll be months before they really get things even close to normal down there. Joining us now on the phone is Parish President Gordon Dove. Gordon, thank you for joining us this morning. You guys, Lafourche and some other parishes, really took the brunt of this storm. This was your Katrina.
Yes, especially the bayou communities to the south. Houma, Louisiana to the north had substantial damage without a doubt, but it didn't take the brunt. I mean, it took the brunt. It just the damage is more visible to the south. Right now in Terrebonne Parish, we have water to about half of Terrebonne Parish, if not more. Our water system is 100% ongoing. We just have some mains that are broken that the Waterworks is repairing as we go. We are supposed to get our interconnect to the transmission line with Entergy into Terrebonne from the west this Thursday, and so we'll the first two things is the power. We'll get the water plant off a generator and Terrebonne General Hospital off a generator, and that's the first two connections we make, and then we start powering everyone more to the west or north of the intercoastal, because those lines for some reason really held a lot better than even though we were sustaining winds of 150 miles an hour throughout Terrebonne Parish, even to the north Terrebonne. These poles are more populated areas, more dense areas, so that we didn't lose as many poles to the north of the intercoastal like we did to the south.
Yeah, and in the southern part of Terrebonne Parish, I mean, it was flood surge, wind, rain, everything.
No, sir, we didn't have a flood surge. Our levees were
really?
fine.
That's good. No, but I mean, as far as over some of the marshlands, things like that.
Over the marshlands, yeah. What happened when it hit Lafourche Parish? It came in with a 14-foot surge, which I think is the largest surge in Louisiana besides Katrina that's ever. We've never had over a 9.5 foot surge between Terrebonne and Lafourche. So but Terrebonne ended up with some of the surge to our southeast, but the biggest thing we had was what they call a reverse head, which is coming from the north. And it was clocked at 185 miles an hour by one of the big marine vessels that was moored here, and the average was 155 from the north. So that was
you were getting it both ways then.
And then it switched to the north.
You were getting it both ways.
And we were on the eye wall, so we didn't get the eye break. I mean, we were right on the edge of it, and so we sustained about 20 inches of rain, but there was we don't have one house reported flooded, which, that's half the equation. Now, the wind did its toll. It's the wind was just unbelievable. I mean, trailers just blew up. So, and how we didn't sustain one fatality, God bless, we didn't have one fatality reported as to this date that was caused by the hurricane.
Well, if there's any silver lining, that's a good one.
People heeded our warning and got out of trailers.
And let me ask you this. Now, I've heard reports that up to 60% of homes in Terrebonne Parish unlivable right now.
How much?
60%.
Oh, no. We probably down. You probably unlivable. The permanently unlivable, probably 10-15%.
Okay.
Roof damage, 60-70%, if not 80%.
Okay.
You probably have a lot of major roof repairs, probably 30%. Yes.
Yeah.
But no. Most of the homes destroyed was to the south. In 2006, when the state of Louisiana adopted this building code, so anything built after 2006 sustained because it was built to hurricane strength.
Yeah.
With
the higher standards on building.
Impact glass, etc., and straps and what have you, and that's the best thing the state of Louisiana ever did. They learned the lesson after Katrina, and so naturally, most of your new houses are from what I call from the intercoastal to the north. So that's why this isn't sustained as bad of damages like the older homes did. And a lot of older homes held up. I mean, we had tremendously a big amount of homes, but there's a lot of roof damage, and there are some homes destroyed. But there's a lot of trailers that just completely destroyed, and thank goodness people got out of that, which was because they wouldn't have lived. I mean, trailers just flipped upside down, you know, so they wouldn't have lived through it.
Yeah, and I've got a lot of friends in Houma, and you know they were saying it's just awful down there. Do you guys have any power, and what's the water situation in Terrebonne?
What's that?
Do you have any power at all, and what's the water situation right now in the parish?
Okay, we have a backup power plant for about 14,000 of our 45,000 homes. Terrebonne Parish is about 115,000 people with 45,000 homes, and we have water to probably 24,000 homes right now, and there is no power in it. Well, there's no power in the Terrebonne, but I think we along the edges of Terrebonne, closer to St. Mary, I think some people are being powered off some substations from there. But there's actually the electricity is going to interconnect this Thursday, is what Entergy is telling me.
Well, let's hope so. And what is the biggest need you guys have down there right now?
Okay, I went ahead and we're opening up as many convenience stores as we can. We've even brought generators and hooked them up ourselves if they have gasoline at these convenience stores. So we're trying to get the convenience stores up and running for the distribution of gasoline. Two major supermarkets we were able that was open, Rouse's and Canada's. So, you know, where we can get food distribution and groceries. We have, I saw Popeyes open to the north of Terrebonne, so that's a good sign. And some restaurants are opening tomorrow if they have a generator, but you know, they don't have power. And our water, really, the Waterworks has done a good job of getting it back on. My biggest need right now is housing for the people who have lost their houses, and also for the public works and our people with the parish that lost the house, so it's going to be a while for their house to be repaired. So we're looking at FEMA and the National Guard on housing, and we do have an emergency room that has been at Terrebonne General that is a tent that was set up. So we do have emergency room capability back, thanks to Phyllis people, they're the folks at Terrebonne General. Because Terrebonne General sustained a lot of roof damage. See, our backup generator plant in Terrebonne was severely damaged, the roof and the boilers. So normally we would just start that up and we'd have power to 14,000 homes pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that is going to need a lot of repairs.
Gordon, I'm running out of time, but about how many people are still living in Terrebonne?
Do what?
How many people are still living down there? What percentage?
You mean right now?
Yeah.
Or before
No, right now.
If I had to guess, we probably, out of 115,000 people, we probably have 25,000 people here.
Okay, so still.
And that's a guess, but I think it's accurate. And you know, a lot of people fixing their homes. A lot of tarps. Tarps are going up fast. The National Guard, we're giving them out. We're getting tarps to protect people. A lot of shingle damage, and like I say, to the south, a lot more damage to the southern part of Terrebonne Parish.
All right, and of course,
no water damage from flooding or titles. So everything we built worked, and we were really happy about that.
Okay.
That's the only thing we were happy about, but at least we're not fooling with flood waters.
But we probably have lost some marshland. You guys have been losing marshland for decades now.
Oh yeah, your Barry Islands are probably tore up pretty good. All the Barry Islands along that area here, Terrebonne, Lafourche, and Barataria. You know, of course, Grand Isle. You know what happened there?
Yeah.
They took a hard beating, and we met with the President Biden what's the date today? Saturday, Friday, Thursday, and they assured us that everything we asked for was gonna be coming,
Okay.
and so we hope that happened. And when FEMA director was there, Cedric Richmond and Steve Scalise.
All right.
Very good meeting, productive, about an hour long, and me, and Archie Chasson, Chet Chasson from Fouchon, and the mayor of Lafitte was in there with myself, and everyone asked what their area needed, and they took it, and I think it was a very productive meeting, and with President Biden and Scalise and Cedric Richmond.
All right, Gordon.
And the head of FEMA.
All right, thank you very much, and you guys just keep hanging in down there.
And please, thank you for keeping the public informed.
All right, our pleasure. Thank you, Gordon.